We are off to Naxx. Ugh. Let me triple check that I'm all signed up and everything. I'm 90% sure I am. Okay. I have to get... We're doing ES right after this, so I need to get the... is it Crystal Sword? It is. And if it's not... Don't need the head. Ring of Norders. These are unique. Can't be that. That's bind when pickup. Can't give it away. I think it's just the trash ring. Sleepers or ring. Not that I really want it. Yeah, not that I really want it. Yeah, where am I? That Borlgor. Someone is messing around. They trying to solo this or do it? Oh boy, he's trying to solo it. Good luck. Good luck, little warlock. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah! Oop. Mr. Bigglesworth lives. Oh, yes. The view you never get. Into the maw. Backstab and Sinstrike. Two great tastes that taste great together. I ain't touching any of these raid buffs until we're about to go. Alright, back to the Atlas loot. Is this really the only... Hey, Kova. Is this... What else can I do here? When struck in combat, inflicts 4 arcane damage. That would be great on Kinra, but not on... It's literally just the Sleeper's Ring. It's just the Sleeper's Ring. Let me check one other thing. Aaron, yes. He gives the claw. And I already used it to get the claw of Synthos, but I could switch it to shittier mace. Or a polearm I can't use. Okay, so not that. I wouldn't mind that bow. That said, I should probably go to a hunter or something. If it drops and no one rolls on it, maybe I'll roll on it. That's not... Nope, yep, it's a Sleeper's Ring. Just some nature resist for the nature resist set, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. I don't need anything special. I do want that sword, but we'll see. I think it would be a good offhand sword. It's obviously not the greatest, but it has swords +3 on it, which is difficult to find in something that has a DPS above 60. I think the only other option is Maladath, which has a +5 though. Blackwing Lair. Nefarian? Who drops the sword? Flamegore? Firemaw? There it is. And that's a 56.4 and a slower sword. And it's also parry as opposed to, you know, attack power and shit. And when I looked at... I looked all through the Naxx swords, and none of them have +2 swords. Or do they? There's two of them. There's Kel'Thuzad, who has... Oh, never mind. Hunger and Cold has +6 to swords. So it's Gressel, Hunger and Cold, I guess is what you want. +6. Bastards. What's the other sword that drops here? It's Vesuvius's Iblis, which is generally regarded as the best in slot for rogues, but doesn't have plus to swords on it. Therefore, you get all the glancing damage if you don't have something that does +5 to swords. The options are very low. And that's a 65.3, and the crystal sword is like a 63. It is much faster on as far as offhands go, though. Hard to say. And then there's this. Widow's Remorse. 100 armor. Also questionable. Which one is best? Really depends on where you can find additional plus swords from, which I don't know. There's the gloves, I guess. But I'm pretty sure that's not a rogue item. I think that's an AQ40. Let me check. Well, AQ. There's some gloves here that give plus to all weapons, but I'm pretty sure they're plate or mail. Is it Uru? They are leather. So in theory, you could get your +5 to swords here. I may have to start soft reserving these. I saw a Jom Gabar drop my last AQ40. It's obviously... I don't know. I guess I could vanish and use it and then swap. Or use it, vanish, swap. That's one way to go. Discard the 0 skill swords, embrace the high skill cap daggers. Well, I mean, that's why I've got the death sting. Or, oops. That's why I've got the death sting. I am not a support rogue. I am a combat daggers rogue. I think support rogue makes a lot of sense if you don't have high-end gear, but I'm very high-end gear. I just got banned of a natural forces yesterday, which pretty much means I'm one item away from best in slot everything. And that item is... the cloak that drops off Sapphiron. So we'll have to try for that. That will be my SR next week. Because everything else is best in slot. Even Striker's Mark seems to be the absolute best you can do, which kind of sucks. But whatever. It's fine. These are the Doom Shot is from Blackrock Depths. And this is the highest end arrow I could find so far. As a NG, I can make... where is it? Where are my bullets? Thorium shells. Thorium shells are 17.5. And then you can convert them to arrows at a... There's like a Tauren who walks around Ogromar who converts them into arrows. But they're still not as good as these. So... Doom shot all day, every day. Lower Brockrock Spire, Shadowhunter, Voshkajin, Rip. Yep. Killed her recently with Kinra as the tank. And then I just sent the arrows over here because Kinra got in BWL a nice gun that I will probably never unequip. So I sent the bullets over to her from... what do you call it? Oh no, I got the bullets today. Running Strathholm. And those are they're 20.5 for some reason, whereas these are just 20. Oh shit. I forgot to join. He was with us yesterday, yes. I was helping him. Hello. Stay a while and listen. Whiskers, is that you? Oh dear. Alright, I'm in the Discord chat listening in. It's noisy today. I have a jewel crafter if you need it. Yeah. No, unfortunately. I went goldsmith. They are, yes. Looks like I'm leading this thing. Taking a screenshot. Hello. All right. What's what? What's what? Oh my god. What the hell? Okay, that was bizarre. What if I put them back? What the hell? You just ran Naxx yesterday? Yes, we ran Naxx all the way up to KT, and then we stopped. I think we could have done KT yesterday. Hopefully we one-shot it here, and then we go straight to ES. Depends on if people can get into the right mind frame. Sometimes starting from the hardest, most grueling encounter is not the best way to go. But hey, we'll see. You playing from your phone? How's that work? This is true. Soul Stream. Do we have any melee holy palace? It's your favorite spec, but it's very rare to see people playing it. I believe we do. So I couldn't name them. I'm not sure if that's Crusado's spec or not. Would you know by his gear? No, he's not in here. Is he? No. No, he's not. The only other person I know who has talked about that spec is Shokasan. I'm not sure if he's in the chat today. But he could tell you all about it. You get the Pala T3 shoulders and got the first tier set bonus. Nice. I don't know what that is though. Oh right. Cloak of Concentrated Hatred. All right, go back to Dungeons and Raids. Naxx. First, Shroud of Dominion. This is the last thing I need. That's plus 1%. Oh, it's 50 attack power. That's why. It's so much attack power that it just sort of overpowers everything else. The Face of Death. And you were saying you got the tier 3 shoulders. Shoulders drop from... not Gothic. Is it Loteb? No. Eigen? Who drops shoulders? No? Max. Carolina, no. Anub, no. Thaddeus? No. Who drops shoulders? Luth? He drops everything. No. What? Where's Paladin? Oh, there you are. Okay. So we need... How would we figure this out? Desecrated Poltrons? Oh, right. Tier sets. Sets. Tier 3. Select Pally. Increases the amount healed by your judgment. You're probably not talking about that one. Shield block. Probably not talking about that one. Crit strike? Which one did you go for? You get a choice, I imagine. Redemption. Gauntlets. Handguards. Why are there so many? Oh, okay. Now I see. So, block, exorcism, damage and healing. Oof. Judgment, cooldown of lay on hands by 12 minutes? That seems extreme. Flash of light, holy light, and holy shock spells have a chance to imbue your target with holy power, and cleanse spell also heals for 200? What? You're holy as well? I see. Increased attack and casting speed, reduces cooldown of exorcism, increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects. This seems like the Ret Pally. Melee holy. Or would this be the melee? Crit strike 3%, casting speed 2%. Reduces cooldown of exorcism 5%. Judgment of light duty. Yeah, I would say so. Increases the amount healed by your Judgment of Light by 20 and Flash of Light by 60. That doesn't seem like a lot, to be honest. Increases. Is Judgment like on... So is Judgment really fast? Like, I haven't played a Pally in like... Ooh, like... Must have been a long, long time. Before I left the US. Can't remember. Enchant a cloak to increase arcane magic resistance by 15. Nice. 2 Nexus crystals, 6 large brilliant shards, 20 illusion dust. Curator Shawl of Persecution. Improves your chance to get a crit strike. 10 arcane resist. Yeah. Alright, what do we need? Let me make sure I've got everything on me. We've got our 2 foods. We've got all of our raid stuffs in good enough quantity for like an hour, several hours of failure if necessary. Hopefully not. And 5 greater frost protection. And Juju. Great. We will be doing Consecrated Sharpening Stone on the offhand end. I think instant poison on the main hand. It heals melee that attacks the boss with the judged light on. Oh! Oh, that's pretty huge. Especially for some, like, fast melee attackers. That would be pretty pretty epic. Shame. Shame! Feel the hatred. To be wrong, I understand. I think you were singing about going downtown. Oranges? Don't mind if I do. Breaking news from inside Naxxramas. Everyone is here and we're ready to buff. Overruled. Kenshi north, Rajang west, east. Did you mention which groups? Which? Never mind. Who's stacking on who? Group 4, for example, stacks on which tank? I'm gonna have to redo my food buffs. Damn it. Wasted a whole Jujumite. God damn it. And I can't use Winterfall Firewater. You don't want to be bigger than you need to be.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They can only pray for failure now. Hmm.
Scream your dying breath.
Oof. Each the Nerubian slave maker. If it's not SR'd, I'm rolling on it. Check out this T-Mog. Now that's a crossbow. Crossbows do use arrows, yes. I don't taunt had it HR times 6. Damn. Great. Is Bigglesworth or the Phylactery on SR is the question. Or are they SR'd and is the person who SR'd them here? Those are the two big questions. God damn. Holy shit, Skeen. I want the cat. But I only have one MS roll left, so Phylactery first, and then if I don't get it, I'll roll on the cat. Or we'll see. We'll see. Phylactery's always last. But someone SRs that cat every time, so who knows? Let's go. Damn it. Is... Deflectory. Deflectory. damn it! Well. Alright. That's it. According to the guild house. Next up, yes. I thought Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne doesn't have any naval ships at all? No, it does have some naval ships. And some boats. They're used in the Frozen Throne missions for when Kael'thas is like taking over the islands. Wait, did I go down too? Yeah, I went down too early. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I so confused? Next to the treant. So turn left when you come out of the thing, and there he is. You just watched a playthrough? You were concerned I repressed that information? What do you mean? I just saw the dock and those two ships units can build. Oh. Well, yeah, but that's like hacked. It's not like, it's not buildable as part of the orcs or the, you know what I mean? It's different. It's a hack for just those missions. We could have had it. Could have done it. Certain people wussied out, let's say, of doing it. All right, what do we got here? It's true, I do have Anastarian's Legacy sitting in the bank. 7. Oh, shit. Let's do the salt shaker while we're out here. What the hell is happening over here? Ewig walked. That is a German guild. What? All right. Shame it didn't work out with a proper navy in Warcraft 3 back in the day. Well, that's what the Frozen Throne was supposed to be initially. That's why we had the Naga as the main bad guys. And then we just... Somebody wussied out of it. Somebody whose name rhymes with Bob Fardeau. He couldn't hack it. So overall DPS in that Kel'Thuzad fight, I was top rogue and 4th overall. Damage-wise, I came in 4th. And let's check my instant poison was 4.2% of my damage. You should use instant poison on Kel'Thuzad. You should definitely use instant poison on Kel'Thuzad. Yo my. Absolute chance if anything happens around Warcraft 3 or some sort of future in the Warcraft IP, let's say that X-Pack would be called the South Sea expansion. At least we would finally see it in strategy game form. Yeah, I would not hold my breath. Maybe when Microsoft figures out how to make an AI make a expansion pack for Warcraft 3 Reforged, that's when it would happen. All right, let's reset this data. We don't need to worry about size in these fights, so I'll go ahead and use the Fire Water instead of the Juju Might. Let's get instant poison on my offhand. Rip undead attack power. Kind of a waste, but you know, I could have gone dual instant, to be honest. I think going dual instant might have been more damage in the Kel'Thuzad fight. Since he's not immune to it and he doesn't seem to have much resistance to it. It's hard to tell with the offhand, though. Plus 100 attack power is nothing to scoff at, but... You have an amazing elevator game pitch in your head. It will blow League and Dota out of the water and fire Warcraft back into the stratosphere of everyone's attention. I mean, if you can make it in Warcraft 3. Don't, because fucking Activision, Blizzard, King, and Microsoft company will steal it. You cannot trust Microsoft. Maybe if by any wild chance I would have the possibility of making a Warcraft 3 mod without the eagle yes of Microsoft, should I do it that way? I don't. For your safety and future sanity, I would recommend building your idea out. If you do anything with the Warcraft 3 editor, keep it 100% offline, test the concept with Warcraft 3, and then make it in Unreal or Unity or some other engine, Godot, any other engine. Just not fucking War 3, because as soon as you release that and like Microsoft has a hold on it, it's fucking doomed. Doomed. Maybe they ignore it, but if you see any success at all, as soon as there's money on the table, they're coming for you. That's the problem. And I would rather that you be able to benefit from your work than them. 1,000,000%. And if you need a new story or narrative structure or IP concept to cover it, let me know. I'll write it for you for free and give you all the rights. And you can like throw me a kickback if it's wildly successful or something in the future. Good lord. What a mess. Is he on me? He's on me. No, he's not. I want this X. Lasher's Whip. Are we on blue or are we on moon? I think we're on blue. Ah! Going over there? Yes, we're going over there. Worst case scenario, if the situation heats up, I might just flee to my favorite streamer somewhere in the jungle. I heard he usually streams from Thailand. Super safe. It's pretty safe, yeah. Beep boop, beep boop. They're worth a lot. Please do skin them if possible. I gave up skinning for engineering. I had to, because every time I came here, someone else was skinning. All right, see, there's someone else to skin, so it's all good. I'm doing more DPS for the team by taking engineering, trust me. My Aslan body pillow. No, but seriously, don't let Microsoft come after you in any way, shape, or form by exposing yourself to their potential lawsuits by using the Warcraft 3 editor to do anything, because it is a danger. We need to push in on these mobs and out the other side, or otherwise we'll have a boss on our ass. All those moments lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die. You're glad you know my stream, knowing if I have any questions about the lore of Warcraft, I can ask you, who's literally like a real life game. I don't even have to search up the library. Or any online research. I just go to the real life librarian who just so happens to be a streamer. Yeah, but I have my own opinions. And they don't always align with necessarily what the current lore is. But if you have I remember most of Warcraft 3 era stuff, but remember that Metzen has retconned some of those things, so I don't know how reliable I am as a historian. I certainly never held that job title. Truth of the matter is, Warcraft's lore is a mess. So I honestly recommend creating your own from scratch. And if you don't know how to do that, I have some videos on it. And if you don't want to do it, I'll do it for you. Anything to prevent you from using Warcraft lore. And potentially getting sued. Metzen might have been corrupted while being so long at Blizz. Dreadlords in suits? No, I don't think so. I mean, I did leave before Bobby Kotick came, but I'm pretty sure Metzen left because of Bobby Kotick. And I think he only came back knowing that Bobby Kotick would be removed. That's my impression. That might be a fictional story I've made up in my head, though, so who knows? We really burn through these instant poisons, don't we? Give me the axe. Doesn't this look like a jumping puzzle? That looks like a jumping puzzle to me. Oh boy. Even if you might just be a small librarian hidden in a secret chapel somewhere once your version of the lore is to be rediscovered, no one could fathom the amount of the true Warcraft feeling returns. I think you give me way too much credit. I don't think... I don't know. Oh, shit. I'm on the wrong thing. I also got slowed by something. Not sure what I got hit by there. Okay, after this raid, 100%. I am putting all my new trinkets into fucking Empower. Because I'm sick of not seeing them in my cooldowns here. Shit. That was a little bit of a waste there. I needed to use that earlier. Anyways, doesn't matter. We're gonna have to do instant poisons again. If I would have been Samwise myself, I wouldn't have minded. I would have loved being a part of it all for such a long time. Also being the one that put his stamp on it. Yee. Oh. It could have gone on forever at some point. Don't you just get tired of all your creative energy going into the same IP? Isn't that what happened with Samwise? Yes. No, well, okay. What happened with Sammy is he finally realized that nothing in Warcraft was his. It was never going to be his. It belonged to Blizzard, the company, and then it belonged to Ascendant Software, and then it belonged to Activision or Vendant, and then it belonged to Activision, and then now it belongs to Microsoft. And Microsoft is never going to fucking let it go. Microsoft is never going to acknowledge that he's one of the original creators, that he is responsible, largely responsible for the art style of Warcraft. And it's never going to be his. He doesn't own it. He doesn't get to benefit from it. Like, it's sad. It's sad. These corporations own these IPs, and the people who actually made these things are no longer part of it. And that's true for almost every IP you can think of. And it's sad because those people poured their hearts and souls into those things, and they'll never see another penny for it. As soon as they're out of the company, it's over. And that's why I absolutely hate working for corporations, and the only reason I would work at a corporation is as a director. Because as a director, I get automatic, like, name recognition as a connection to that franchise. So, like, people who benefited from that are like Cliffy B. Cliffy B benefited from that from Gears of War. American McGee benefited from that from Alice. And, Will Wright will always be the Sims guy. So it's like they will forever have that connected to their names. You guys know me for Warcraft, but like I have no connection to it whatsoever. Like I don't make a penny off of any sales of Warcraft or anything related to it, other than me doing Turtle WoW, which is the greatest irony because it's a private server that Microsoft doesn't have control over, which is probably the only reason I would continue to play it. Sid Meier, yes. I mean, he puts his name literally on everything he does. Sid Meier's Civilization. Does he still put his name on it? I think it's still called Sid Meier's Civilization. Like, what just came out? Was it 7? I heard it wasn't very good, to be honest. So. Let's start with some light DPS. Oh shit. Alright. Last time I saved cooldowns and regretted it, so this time I'm just gonna go crazy. Just took 1800 damage. Ugh, Emerald Rot. Boo. Eye-opening? Yeah. Working for everyone wants to work for Blizzard. Just remember that everything you do at Blizzard is theirs, not yours. You can say you did things, but they can just deny it. They could just say no, you didn't. Like, what are you gonna do in that case? If someone calls Blizzard and asks if I worked on something, the only thing they'll tell them is that I worked there from this period to that period, and that's it. Did he go to sleep? He did. All right, let's. Oh, we can't even use. We can't. Oh, for fuck's sake. Since he's an invalid target, I can't use my combo points off of him. We need the... Not the Scalebane. We need that. Ah, shit. I'm sleeping. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I need to kill the Wardenkin. Go to this one. Explode the Scalebanes. Interesting idea. Alright, run back to the boss. Got him, McMahon. I don't know. That's not my main IP concept. But the thing is, like, I'm not a one IP person. I've got a shit ton of things that I want to get out there and put out into the world. We'll see how many of them I can get done in my lifetime. But I've got 4 novels that I started and haven't finished. At least 3 fantasy worlds. There's Engines of Fury, of course, which didn't start from my creation, but I certainly took over the core concepts of that one. Yay. Veil of Nightmare. Should I be eating oranges? Staff of the Dreamer. Ooh. Wow, that's a lot of healing. Idol of the Emerald Rot. That's a relic. That back item. Interesting. Yeah. God Among Man is not a singular IP. It is a 7 different IPs. Veil of Nightmare. It's SR'd. Looks like garbage, but 32 attack power, not bad. And 1% crit. I do wonder if I should start SRing that instead. Staff of the Dreamers. Let's check that out. Nice. Increases healing done by spells and effects by 134. Attack and casting speed by 1%. 5% of mana. Wow. And restores 5 mana per 5 seconds. 25 intellect, 32 spirit, 15 nature resist. That's a great staff. Idol of the Emerald Rod. It sure did. These are unique. I already have one right there, so I can't use it. I can't take more. Oh, did the sword not drop? I didn't see what was in the chest. Was there more in the chest? Or I didn't, or the sword did not drop, and that was like a joke. Shit. Breath of Soulness. Your direct healing spells have a 5% chance to grant 20% cast speed for 15 seconds. Holy shit. What's left? Oh. Gods Among Men kind of hits me like Sci-Fi Morrowind. Is that right? Sorry, I'm so chatty today. What's wrong with being chatty? No, it's 7 different IPs. 7. The first one is a high fantasy. Ugh, it's so noisy. The first one. Where's the box? There was no sword. It was all a lie. God damn it. All right. Whee! All right. So God Among Men is 7 different IPs. The first one is One True God, which is a high fantasy kind of grimdark setting. And I don't want to ruin it or anything, but it basically follows this one character, Malice Meyer, and she's fighting for the Church of Gaul. And she's like a big military general. The second and third ones, because it's a splitting universe, right? So depending on what you choose, you go to one of 2 alternate universes. One of them is basically like a sci-fi Greek Earth. It's like, what if people like fled the Earth and found another planet and like sort of reinvented themselves as Greece, and they have like a Parthenon kind of thing going on, and they're doing it's basically super political, and they're sort of deciding like the fate of the planet, but it has a sci-fi element to it in that the reason that they're able to have this sort of agrarian society is that machines take care of everything, like including law enforcement. So you program the machines with the laws, and then they handle the law enforcement, and there are some consequences that come out of certain decisions you can make for that planet. The third one is what was it? One of them is like a world where humanity died out and all the animals become super intelligent. It's sort of like an Animal Farm or Watership Down kind of story, but it's about these hamsters who are going on a journey, and they're trying to find a new home on Earth, which is mostly radioactive and full of mutant monsters and things. That one's sort of like a comedy. It's more comedy than anything else. And then there's another one. What was the other one? Gonna make me look it up. It's been a while since I've looked at it, which just says like how little attention I've paid to it the last month and a half. Because I did I wrote the whole script for the Greek one, and then I sort of set it aside and haven't touched it since. But I also had a falling out with someone who was supposed to be helping with it, who turned out to be a psycho. Well, or at least some sort of sociopath. Definitely a narcissist of some form. Thankfully, I save all my work, so I can just check it out. Damn, here we go. So we've got the Greek era. By the way, if you're a member, you can watch the videos about GAM. I think I go through all of these there. That's one true God. Oof, brightness. Chapter 2A. GAM. Here's the PowerPoint. Oh, right. I didn't finish that one. What about this one? There we go. Where's the spreadsheet? I don't know what I did with it. I'd have to find... Oh, I do know what I did with it. I put it over here. In my Google Drive. Where it is safe. On the cloud. No doubt Google is farming it for concepts right now. Lost frame. 3C, 3A. All chapters. Here, I'll show you this outline. If you watch the God Among Man videos, you'll see the outlines for this. I checked them out at one point, but I took a break from YouTube for a few months, so I'll have to check it out in the memberships again. Yeah, that I go into it more in depth there, but if you want, I'll go through it briefly. May as well. Properties. GAM. Here you go. So there we go. So there's God Among Man. This one is One True God. That's the high fantasy universe. Meets a god, but it's a corpse. That's not exactly true. He's not quite a corpse yet. But that one's written and basically the story's done, and I'm waiting on art. This is A World Apart. If you choose, basically, if you let everyone know the god is dead and you free them, they become atheists. If you pretend that the god is alive and maintain their faith, then faith is maintained in the next era. And this is sort of this Renaissance medieval sort of IP of kings and clowns. And then this one's like, if you get the inbred monarchy, you go into this like super cartoonish one, and then if you go into religious extremism, it's the grim dark fantasy version. And over here on this side, it gets really wacky. So if you rely on people to self-police and do what's right, you go into chaos ensues and society falls to anarchism. And then if you create a layer of authority via policing, strong authoritarianism takes over and society falls to fascism. So you have this is done with AI, by the way. If you have this utopian society, you have this utopian society, but everyone is basically living under fascism. And it's falling apart as the machines fall apart. And then in this one, it's the comedy with the hamster world. Holy grain silo! That's a cat. So yeah, those are the 7 different worlds that I was going to make. This one's the one I spent the most time on. This one I actually made back, I think before I was working at Blizzard as like a D&D thing, and develop that into a storyline. And then I have the first issue of the comic book is done, but I never put it out there because I don't have all the art for it. And then this one's relatively new, and these two are relatively new. This one, A World Apart, I've written now, so that one's ready to go. And then these two need to be, or these 1, 2, 3, 4, these 5 all need to be written from beginning to end, so that there's a full story there. But I'm gonna do this one next, of Kings and Clowns. And then once that's done, I think we would once the story's done, and then we go into writing then we go into the art. Once the art's done, then we go to the Kickstarter, and then we kickstart based on these 3. And then if we get enough money from the Kickstarter, we would finish the game with these 4 more IPs. And then each one of these IPs is sort of connected to a type of game that I'd like to make. This game is a tactics fantasy RPG. How does it all get welded together? Through a greater narrative, because it's about making choices and new universes spawning from your choices, because you are the soul of a god. And then at the end, you get to see what your god is, and then you get to make your own universe. That's sort of the meta theme, is that I want you to make your own universe. My own IP that will probably never see the light of day turned into a sci-fi thing. I was trying to avoid sci-fi really hard, but couldn't swing it. Yeah, I mean, so did Warcraft, and look what happened. They tried to avoid it and didn't. Now there's alien spaceships and shit. What can you do? This is unironically really interesting. I hope so. But yeah, there's a meta narrative of you being a god, and I think that's the most interesting component of it, is like what your god looks like at the end based upon your decisions. It is, at the end of the day, just a visual novel game. I'm not trying to reinvent and make something completely new, not a totally different game or anything like that. It's just a visual novel game where I showcase these IPs, and then with each IP, I have a game in mind that I'd like to make for it. So for One True God, it's like a tactics game similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. I want to make that style of game. For the Greek one, I think it's more of a it would be somewhat a it would be definitely a political game, and I think it would be about managing the politics of a city and seeing what happens and that sort of thing. So it'd be like Civ, but it's only the politics part, and you're basically acting as a politician. God, I really want to try to sell these for stupid prices, but look, they're not going above 250. No one's buying them above 250. Yeah. If I can't get 300 for them, I don't want to. How come no one was buying how come the head sold? Let me see. Ethereal helmet. Why did this sell? 5 arcane essence. Interesting. It puts me at odds with some creatives, but I still hope that some version of our future is one where AI empowers people like you to actually be able to make multiple games. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I mean, I'm not above using AI to do like a Kickstarter campaign or something like that if the artists are just too slow, which may be the case. But I think once I have funding, I would clearly want to have artists available and pay them, because otherwise, what am I doing? I want human art. I don't want soulless AI art. If it isn't created by a human, I just don't I think it just lacks something. You can tell when it's AI. Even if it looks pretty, you can tell it lacks a soul. It's like missing something. I don't know if that will always be the case, but for now it certainly is. Desecrated loop. Just a tool to help out. That's the idea. But, I mean, the corporations want to use it to completely replace us. That's pretty clear. And now there are companies that are forcing engineers to work with the AI tools because the AI tools use the programmers. They machine learn off the programmers. And then eventually, when there's a certain point where I suppose they think they won't need the programmers anymore, but as soon as something goes wrong, they're gonna need them. They're gonna need them. I don't want I don't want to buy these. I absolutely do not want to buy these. Oh, really? What? Wait, what have I done? What have I done? I should just cancel that auction. That's silly. I mean, I could buy these. I really don't want to, though. That's as cheap as it gets, huh? Surely, I'll wait for the Kara. I don't need this right now. We're not even in the month where Kara 40 is released, so I have some time. In 2 weeks to get more arcane essences out of Kara 10. Let us see here. What is the next event? NAAQ40 tomorrow at 6 a.m. So not this morning, but tomorrow morning. So now I would have to swap my schedule back. And then there's a Kara 10 at 1 in the morning. Fuck's sake. It's so all over the place for me. And then literally the same day, I would have to do the Kara 10 at 1 a.m. Hopefully it takes less than 2 hours. Go to bed at 3 a.m. Wake up 5 hours later for the NAMC. That's insane. That's insane. I was doing so well with the morning runs too. Oh well. Alright, let me look at my stuff here. We're not going to put these up for sale again. They're not at ridiculous enough prices to justify potentially not having ethereal, or rather arcane resist gear ready. So now we have to find storage for them, which is going to be a problem, I can tell you already. At what point do we just say, like, reduces the cooldown of your evasion ability by 1 minute? 15% increased damage to your eviscerate ability. Interesting. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you could get 4 pieces. You could get 5 pieces of death dealers. No. Never mind. Bone Scythe has 9. You could get 4 pieces of death Bone Scythe with death dealers if you wanted to maximize your eviscerate. Just let me think here. You lose the reduction of threat from Sin Strike and Eviscerate. Just to Invigorate. Okay. That might be that's an interesting thought. But you would get so much aggro, and I don't think at that point you'd be able to stop the mobs from turning on you. I think you'd lose a lot of stats too. But I'm just looking at the like the Death Dealer's boots, for example, has agility as opposed to just attack power on it. It's missing the crit. Attack power, 1-ish% crit. So you're losing 24 attack power and 1 stamina. Don't know. I just wonder if keeping these old sets around is serving any purpose for me. I'm starting to think maybe it's time to let them go. But as soon as I do, I know something's going to come up. Like that 4-piece Dark Mantle. Like it's always tempting to try and work it into the Bone Scythe so I can have 4 of each. Because you can work it in there. But you just lose so many stats, it's like it ends up not being worth it. I don't know. Alright, Arcane Resist. Critical Strike by 2%. Dense Blasting Powder. Okay, hold on. That shouldn't be there. 40 Armor Pen. I'm not giving up on the dream of my army here yet. And now I have a new thing I need to add to the list. Apparently there's a weapon that when you strike can summon a wormling. Which is insane. So I need to look into that a little bit more. Is it time to get rid of the Band of Veiled Shadows? I'm never gonna wear this again. Let's be realistic. We're not gonna work in a -10 energy cost for Slice and Dice, even though that is like epic. But it would require us to have that dagger equipped. Do I still have it? Did I get rid of it? Maybe I got rid of it. In which case I have no reason to keep this. Where's the Dagger of Veiled Shadows? I might have thrown that away. Nope, there it is. I had that 3-piece set, and I'm still wearing the gosh darn Cloak of Veiled Shadows too. I just don't see the... as frequently as I use Slice and Dice. Talking 10 energy savings each time. It could be over 100 savings. Wait, 30, 180. Wait, 60, 120. Most fights are 3 minutes, right? 60, 120, 180. And Slice and Dice with 5 points lasts for me, I want to say 27 seconds. Let's do a little bit of math. 1 second. 180-second fight divided by 27 seconds equals effectively 7 Slice and Dice, which would be a savings of 70 energy. So, no. 70 energy is 1 backstab. Would 1 backstab save, like, make a massive difference? I don't think so. These have no sell price, so we'd just be destroying them. Alright. Rip. Rip. What? Hello? Rip? Yes. Delete it. It sucks, but whatever. These lasted a gosh darn long time, though, I must say. And I'm still wearing the cloak, which just blows my mind. Cloak of Veiled Shadows. That thing is stupidly good for when you get it. Definitely do those quests, because I think you get the cloak first. If you're a rogue, you get the Cloak of Veiled Shadows as soon as you can. It's the Cenarian Circle quests for some of the items. I think you only need friendly, and you can get that cloak, and it'll last forever. Effectively. Because there's not that much difference between cloaks, and having plus 1% hit on a cloak is crazy. Alright, that's 2 slots. We need 1 more. Well, we've got... Oh, right. Is there any situation where the Barbed Choker becomes good again? I don't think so. Because it's not like a great tanking choker, and we have a tanking... We have this for tanking now. 14 agility, 24 stamina, 7 defense. So I think we... Why is this in my inventory? This should be with my nature resist set. What the fuck happened here? What's this? Yeah, there we go. So, is it time to say goodbye to the Barbed Choker? It seems like it, yes. Alright, let's move... Dark Moonfair, for fuck's sake. Let's move that over there, and we'll put my arcane resist gear here with the other arcane stuff. Whoops. Yar. Alright. Let's look at my... Let's equip these, because I don't want to second guess myself again and then, like... Oh wait, hold up. Arcane resist. Check. We're gonna do you. And you. And you. Yeah. And then we have 2 rings that we didn't put on yet. We'll go ahead and put those on. Okay. That's arcane resist. Yes, 10 arcane resist there. And we'll go ahead and check you off, check you off. I don't know yet. What is it looking for? Can't find arcanic gloves. Oh wait. Did I not make arcane resist gloves? Do I not have a recipe for arcane resist gloves? There isn't one. Oh, I thought I had. I thought I had arcane resist gloves. Okay, well, I was wrong. Alright. So I've got 165 arcane resist unbuffed. And certainly I could find a bit more. 15 arcane resist. Tusk of Gardon. I think there's an enchant for rings that does arcane resist. I'd have to go check on Keepus. Well, it's over 150. We don't know necessarily how much arcane resist we need. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. And we should make the helmet in the meantime if we can, which I think we should be able to. I think we decided we're selling the barbed choker. How much agility? Base stats, agility. Schools. Spell? Ranged. Bizarre. I do wonder. I mean, I know these weapon skill things are not accurate anymore on this particular mod. I'll run it through my spreadsheet, even though it's not ideal. Alright, we'll compare. Prester's Talisman is 911.29. I already know I checked this. Barbed Choker is 908. Why is that? What are we losing and where? Doesn't make sense. It's like 0.2 crit difference. It's because of Blessings of Kings, isn't it? If I turn off Blessings of Kings and I switched from Prestors to Barb Choker, no, it's still a DPS gain. Though a much less significant one, a 2.1. What if I don't have any buffs? I haven't tried turning all of these off and seeing what the Barb Choker does. Oops, no. Backstab rank 9, please. Alright. With no buffs, Talisman versus Barb Choker. They're the same. No, Prester's is still like a 0.4 DPS increase. I can't see why, though. That's quite strange. Yeah. Either way, it seems very safe to sell. Which is kind of makes me a little bit sad just because it's so nice. It's still in this raid. So we'll sell that. Don't know what I'm going to do with that dense blasting yet. All right. Oh, Aslan. What did Aslan get? Heraldic Spalders. Nice T-Mog. Red shoulders. And... ooh! Journeyman's Backpack. And a Gothic Shield of Defense. Very nice. +8 defense. Here's your Journeyman's Backpack. Enjoy. I never seen a Journeyman's Backpack come out of a lockbox like that before. That's interesting. Did not know that was a thing. Itchy leg. Why do I have 27 resists? Oh, I see. Oh, shit. That means that I don't have over 150 arcane resist. Let's go. Let's kill whatever's doing that. All resists by 20. There. Let's go check my arcane resist again. I might have a gap here, which means I need to make that helmet after all. 138. Yep. Poop. Alright. Well, we've got plenty of time to make it. We've got arcane essence that we need to get. These we can just leave alone. What else? Alright, let's stock up. Though maybe now's not the best time to stock up. What is... oh, right. We need to get... how much do these elixirs of fortitude go for anyways? Is it cheaper to buy them? It might be. $90 silver, eh? Nah, we'll let Kinra make them. And actually I bought the recipes for fire and so forth, so I just need to make a note of what I need. Which is... greater frost. 8. Greater fire. 3. Greater nature. 5. Greater arcane. 6. We need... we don't need any more elixir of the mongoose. We need elixir of fort. 7. Ground Scorpok, I gotta get for myself. Fire water, get for myself. Superior defense. 9. We need to get the oily blackmouth ourselves. Oil of immolation. We need at least a stack of 10, but 20 would be better. And then sapper charges we'll have to make ourselves. We don't need any more of that. we might need to go get more Juju Embers. And then I gotta go make instant poisons. Alright. I know my assignment. We'll start with the instant poisons simply because if I don't do it now, I'll forget about it later. And I'll just go somewhere and go, oh shit, I'm out of it. Happens pretty much every time. Edge Masters, Handguards. That's male. Yeah, doesn't work for me. Okay, poisons. Let's see. We need at least 5 deadly, 5 crippling 2, 5 corrosive 2, and at least 36, so 35 instant. Let's start with the instant. Dust of Deterioration. I hate that you can only buy 20 at a time. It's ridiculous. Great all. These really sell for 2 gold each. There's no way. Guess they could. You know what? Maybe I log over into Kinra on my other account while that's going. Can build some of the pots I need while I'm waiting. Or at least check out the cost of materials, because they might be quite a lot. Ah yes, I was in Stranglethorn. Shit. I mean, alchemy is here. Do it here. Don't know if it's easier or harder, actually. Finally, some of those Dream Shard elixirs sold. I was worried they would not. So we needed no greater shadow, which is right. To make greater frost, what do we need? Elemental water. Another reason I need to go fishing. I think we're gonna have fishing day soon. Greater fire requires elemental fire. Was I keeping that on a character? I think it might be on Keepus. I'm not sure. And fire bloom. Greater nature requires elemental earth. How much is that going for? It got quite expensive. Over 2 gold each. Yikes. We might need to farm all these things ourselves. Shit. Elixir of Fortitude. Wild Steel Bloom, which is also stupid pricey. Alright, well. I think we're gonna have to go on a fishing expedition with Zenrai and a what you call it, alchemy farming expedition with Kinra. Alright, next up is what? Corrosive, we just need 5. 5 crystal vial. 15 of these. 15 of these. Let me check if Keepus has any of the fire element or earth element. I don't think that she does, so. Getting stuck on buildings. Fire, fire, fire. Nothing. Earth. Nothing. Breath of wind. Essence of air. Got all the air ones. Elemental air. Which is for holy, I think. Nope. She does not have jack shit. Crap. Alright. I'm 90% sure I didn't put it on Alosh. Alright, well. Next poison. Huh? What? Oh no. Why are these the same? Wait, what the fuck? Look, it's the same recipe, but one's 2 and one's 1. That's just stupid. I'm sorry, but that's just dumb. I'm gonna end up getting it costing more, but I mean, it should cost more. Why why would I want corrosive poison 1 ever? And why does it cost the same? Doesn't make any sense. 128 damage over 12 seconds versus 100 damage over 12 seconds. Alright, well, we'll just sell this. Wait, is that a profit? No. No, it's not. That was an expensive loss. God damn it. Alright, deadly poison 5. Make sure I get the right one. Deathweed. 35. What? Crippling poison 2. Crystal vial and essence of agony. Wound poison. Is there a wound poison too, or no? Doesn't look like it. Mind numbing poison 3. I like never use that. Increases casting time by 60%. Leaded vial. And essence of pain. Wow, it's been forever since I've used those. And 5 deathweed. We've got agitating as a backup. Great. Alright, let's move this back here. We're running out of Denonzos. We're gonna have to go to collect bananas. Shite. Unless Do I have a Denonzo's left over? I do not. Wow, I really ate them all. Boy, they go fast. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to call it a night here. And try to sleep. And I don't know what I'm going to do with my schedule, because it's, like, so messed up. Oh, nice. Alright. Have a good night. Enjoy the Goblin outro.
Goblin APB alert. The long-awaited moment has come. In universal agreement with the High Goblin Council of Traders, we are shorting shell coin. That's right, get your shorts in now and dump tomorrow at 3 p.m. The scam's in, the shell coin's been bought, and now the rug rolling out are just rewards. Yeah, just rewards for the goblins. Gobbling up that shell coin gold. Gobble, gobble, gobble that shell coin gold. Yeah.
This has been the Goblin APB Alert. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.